situation is an emergency. I submit.
Hossein.
I thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Professor, and Honorable the Chairman, I want to rely on section, I'm on this side, Professor. I want to rely on Section 6 and Section 7 of the Act in terms of suitability of the candidate the position he has been nominated. And in this respect, Honorable Speaker, I want to take the Minister in terms of suitability on his credibility in terms of respecting what he says, in terms of implementing what he says. Because this is the second time he's been given a chance. Speaker, I want also the nominee to know that absence of war is not necessarily peace. Whatever is happening in the North Rift, Honorable Speaker, there is relative peace. There's no war, but it might not necessarily mean peace. What am I saying, Honorable Speaker? The candidate, as an example, the candidate came to the North Rift. We had engagement as leaders of the North Rift, and specifically West Pokot County, as an example of the entire country. I don't know what happened or what the minister did in the other places, but possibly maybe he did what he did in West Pokot, which is we agreed on a number of issues, Honorable Speaker, in terms of strategies of bringing peace, including establishment of sub-locations or bringing even the security near to the people so that we avoid the Shakawala things and so on. And the minister agreed with the Honorable Speaker with us in West Pokot. And we also agreed to put security in strategic areas. It might happen in other parts of the country. The minister agreed. And Speaker, nothing happened. Nothing has happened so far. Now, if Parliament sees it fit and approves the minister again for this position, what's going to happen? What is the minister going to do different, Honorable Speaker, to gain credibility among people, among Kenyans themselves, who might feel that the minister lied to them? And finally, Speaker, take home for the minister. This idea of giving police accounting as an accounting or to manage their own money as an accounting officer, I want the minister to take home in terms of the security, the strategic security of this country. What does that mean in terms of security of this country? Going into the future, there are critics, Honorable Speaker, that say, how do you give the police the gun and you also give them the money? What's going to happen? It might pose a serious security in this country going forward, maybe many years in the future. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Professor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is true
Those
that...
are just two simple questions. Did you honor what you did and said in Pokot? And is the police fund tenable? Very simple.
Mr. Speaker, it is true that some of the things that I promised have not been realized, especially the issue of operationalization of new administrative units. But it is also true that some of the things I promised have been realized, and I thought the Honourable Member would be kind enough to notify the House and the country that during the same consultations I had promised that we will provide, train and equip 200 National Police Reservists for West Pokot, which we did. Number two, we had promised to set up a security camp at a place formerly called Lami Nyeusi, which is now called Lami Nyeupe, which we did, and so many other things we did. But the issue of the units is outstanding, and not just for West Pokot, but also for a few other counties, including some parts of Baringo, Samburu, and a few other counties benefit from the operation. I think there's a problem with giving the National Police Service money and control over resources relating to their operations. The operational budgets of the police must be run by the National Police Service themselves, and not by the ministry, not by the office of the president. And in my view, if there are issues of lack of effectiveness, it is not because The police have their own budget. If anything, it should help them even work more efficiently. Therefore, the question should be, now that the police have their operational budget, what prevents them from serving the people of Kenya in a better manner? And those are issues that we'll be looking at if we are reappointed.
Because Parliament oversights the use of that money.